So after about three and a half days full-time digging by hand, I've come to a conclusion of that, and I managed to get a hold of an excavator local to here, and he just dropped off his excavator, and they're going to start digging today and finish up tomorrow, and they're going to lay down some crush and run gravel on the level pad that we're creating. So yeah, it was a lot to dig out by hand. If I was to do the whole 60 feet long section that I want to do, it would probably take me three and a half weeks full-time digging, which is just a lot of time. So it's really great to have someone helping me out with heavy machinery in this case. It was kind of satisfying to dig. You know, it's really making me appreciate what I'm creating here a lot, but just not really practical considering the time crunch I'm under. So I'm really happy to have this excavator here, and these guys are really real nice. Sounds like they're gonna do a good job. So just waiting for them to get back. They're getting a big truckload of gravel, and then they're gonna get started. So yeah, this is kind of a big deal. Once I get this done, then everything's gonna kind of go up to the next step. And after I get this pad leveled out, two things I'm going to start working on pretty soon: the platform for my tent, which is going to be a lot of carpentry work, and then after that I'm going to start on the stone retaining walls, which I'm actually really excited to do. It's been a long time since I've had any stone work. I'm going to do dry stack stone retaining walls all along the wall, which I'll show you later once it's dug out. And so that'll keep me busy for the next couple months at least. But for now, we're gonna work on this dig, and I'll try to get some shots for you guys as they're working. So the first day of excavation turned out pretty interesting. We got the first truckload of crush and run gravel. This is 9 tons, almost 10 tons of crush and run gravel in this truck here. And they had trouble getting it all the way up the hill. You can see the road down there. And they got up to this point here, and they started spinning out. Wheel started spinning because apparently it's just topsoil here. Most of this area is hard packed clay, but they ran into this soft area here, and apparently this whole stretch is probably going to be the same way. They had some difficulty getting up the hill near the bottom as well. So in the end, what we've decided, because they can't get the rock up to the top here where I need it for the project, we're actually going to just start from the road down at the bottom of the hill and install the entire roadway all the way up the hill. So this is not something I was intending to do anytime real soon, but the fact that we can't get this truckload up here tells me a lot that I really need to get this road in ASAP, because I need to get a concrete truck up here and several loads of gravel up here sometime later this winter. And it's hard to get excavators around here right now. They're all so busy. So because of the issue with them getting up here, they were very generous and flexible with their schedule and told me that they could install the road and dig out my pad over here. Obviously it's going to take longer and cost a lot more money. They quoted me $4,000 to put in this road. So now I've got that expense on top of everything. But it's something I really need to do. And if I had not decided to put in a road now, I would have run into a lot of trouble in the near future. So it's kind of funny how it all turned out. It's more expense than I was expecting to pay right now, but it had to be paid at some point. And the excavator guy told me he's cutting off like $1,500 from that road cost because basically he's already here. So I actually get a little bit of a discount. But anyway, that's the story. So we're going to be doing 2 projects here at once. And the excavators will be back tomorrow morning. So until then. So my excavator just finished his first day of work here, and he did a really awesome job. So let's go check it out. So coming in from the back here, you can see where they cut it out. They did a really good job. They're not done yet with this, they still need to grade it. And that'll take them just as much time as it took to move the bulk of the dirt out. But what they did here is they dug all the dirt out the slope and then moved it over here and then packed it down on this side, almost doubling the space back here. So this is fill dirt on this side. You wouldn't really want to build a house or a structure on this kind of fill dirt, but in a couple of years this dirt here that they filled in will be really solid and compact, and I'll probably build a structure back here in a couple of years. Right now I'm just doing the temporary setup. But yeah, it all looks really good so far. I'm kind of glad I cut out this part by hand over here, because this needed a little more detailing to work around the kitchen. So I dug all this out to about probably right here, or about right here. That took me 3.5 days or so. And then he cut all this out, did all this in about 3 hours. It'll probably take another 3 hours to grade everything and really fix it up nice. And then what they're going to do is pour crush and run gravel from over here behind the kitchen all the way down to the end, but not over this portion that was filled in, just on that other portion over there. So I'm excited. He also got started on the road. He just put about 45 minutes into this project so far today, but he did get started on the road. The road's going to come all the way up and finish about where that white vehicle is parked, and then it'll loop all the way down to the mailbox. So he just started in this section here, because he needs to get the red truck up here, and he needs to actually have a solid road to drive that on to get the gravel up to the pad. So the excavator is going to be gone for a week, so this project's on hold until about a week from now, but I'll keep you guys updated.